Hi Capricorn, welcome to your full moon reading in Libra for April 6, 2023. Full moons close out cycles. You are closing out a cycle with the card of the High Priestess as a theme, which is spirituality. It's your divinity, it's intuition. You're reflecting. You can be very reflective at this time. There's some secrecy, things going on behind the scenes, but inner wisdom. That's a lot. It's big. It is big. One of my favorite cards in the deck, for sure. Definitely my favorite high or major arcana card. It is associated with Pisces. I'm a Pisces, so I guess I really resonate to it. I love the mysteries. Okay, so let's see how this is playing out for you. Okay, you have the Ten of Swords. We're closing out a cycle of mental anguish. It's over. Your perspective is really important with this card, because you have to see if the sun is rising or is it setting. So your perspective is important here. Tens are the end of a situation while simultaneously beginning something new. And if you can see his fingers, he's got peace sign there. We're just looking for some mental peace, okay, with the Ten of Swords. Whatever is it's done, it's over. A situation can no longer go further. And we move our energy into something better. Yes, we do, because we have two tens. So you go from a single 10 to a double 10, 20. Nice. And this is the wake-up call card. This is the card of rejuvenation, regeneration. It's barriers and walls being pushed back and lifted. And there's the feeling of rebirth with this card. It's the clarion card. You understand what your place is in the world. And when you have the High Priestess with that, this is heavy, deep stuff, right? This is very internal stuff. But it's something that happened in the external world to motivate that, to push that through. Judgment card. Very nice. I'm happy to see that there for you. How are you living with it? Well, that's sweet. This is sharing is caring. We can be helping out other people. We can be giving to those who are either less qualified or have less or less experience. But there's a very sweet energy to this card. In relationships, though, this is people who are platonic. Okay, it's sweet, it's sharing is caring, but it's not romantic. So you're being kind. And who knows, maybe people take that other ways. Justice, wow, okay. Things find equilibrium. What you give, you receive with this card. That's the important thing here. Okay, because the Justice can mean a lot of things. But when it's paired with the Six of Cups, the Six of Cups is sharing is caring. The Justice card is saying what you give, you receive. So keep that in mind as you are. It's kind of like you're banking karma, right? Every good thing you do comes right back at you. It's like a boomerang. But it's good. It's good things that you do. This is not the negative stuff. Six of Cups, there's nothing negative about it. Unless you wanted a romantic relationship with somebody and it just turns out to be platonic. But that doesn't mean that there can't be some real sharing involved and real care. It's sweet. It's a sweet energy. And I like the Justice card because it means everything comes out fair. If you're dealing with with the law or a court case or anything like that, this is also things come out fair. The crime fits the punishment. If there was no crime, there's no punishment. Okay? Nice. The outcome is something being offered, which just reiterates this, okay? Now, the Knight of Pentacles can procrastinate a little bit. He's a slow-moving energy, but it is something firm. It's not going anywhere, or not very quickly. And not only that, the Knight of Pentacles understands timing. He has impeccable timing. You don't plant a seed in the winter. Okay? Maybe some seeds, but not all of them. Or maybe some bulbs, but not all of them. Do you know what I mean? So he knows what to plant, when to plant it. I'll put it that way. But there is some kind of procrastination with the Knight of Pentacles, but let's see if that applies to you. Yes, it does. But not in a bad way, because you need rest. There is this feeling of, yeah, it's kind of like you work hard, you rest hard. If that makes any sense. Because the Four of Swords is needing physical rest, but the mind keeps going. The mind whirls on, and plans can be made. But it can also be that you are offered something where you need to plan. Okay, you need to plan for something that is being offered. Or you plan on offering something to somebody else. But at the right time, you pick up that fourth sword and you take action. Probably not in this period of, or maybe to the latter part of the 2 weeks, that's possible, but the rest still is there towards the end of the 2 weeks, so probably not. But those plans are important. All right, let's get some clarification here, although I think this is pretty cut and dry. Choices. There could have been some confusion. These are the 7 planets that are offering you 7 different things. And you may not know what to take, but this card always says, what does the heart want? But I think the clouds part, and you really do get a sense or an idea of where you belong in this world, or what, what's really going on. Like I said, the clouds part, boundaries are pushed back, fences are removed, and you see things clearly. You have just a new sense of rebirth. But at that point, you can kind of be like, okay, so I'm reborn, now what? You know what I mean? Now what do I do? And that's why you need time to plan. But with the Justice card, I feel like it's kind of, this was destined to happen at this time. You have a 5 of Wands here with your situation, you and how you are reacting to this. Now, there can be some agitation, but for me, it feels like timing, to be honest with you, because everybody maybe is supposed to meet here at this particular place, and it can be off. Do you know what I mean? 5 is that imbalance, and you have to wait around a little bit longer, or that kind of energy. Maybe waiting longer than you were supposed to. That can cause some irritation or agitation. But everybody's trying to work for the same goal. They have the same goal in mind. They just have different ways of expressing how they want to reach that. And ego can kind of get in the way as well. But 5 always pushes us to find balance. Balance is give and receive. So if you're the person giving, then eventually you probably win out. Things are probably more favored in your favor. Look at that. There's some more giving. How about that? Here you give of the emotion. Here you can give something practical. But again, you have the scales, right? So balancing the give and receive in any situation. But you could be helping somebody out financially, or somebody could be helping you out financially. But it all comes back to you with the Justice card. I will say this, though, because when I have the Judgment card, we have the red cross, right? And then this card for me can be like minor illnesses or supplements, medications, vitamins, that kind of thing that you take. And it would be good to, this is a good time then to talk to your practitioner and see if all the medications and supplements are all working well together. That can be for somebody very specific, because this can be like pain or some sort of physical suffering as well. And we have a lot of things that we could take. We could be taking a lot of particular things, but do they all work well together? Do they all, is there anything that's causing any irritation with somebody else, or is something else, or is one medication canceling out something else, that kind of energy? So this is a good time to look into that if you want to, or if you feel like you should. What does Spirit want you to know? Ace of Wands, I like that very much. It's a new beginning, it's a new passion of some sort. It's inspiration, it's potential, and the potential is that your desires could really be met through this new opportunity or action that's being taken here. And it can really supplement you financially, but it can also, for some reason, it can also give you peace of mind. With the Four of Swords, it can also give you a moment to pause or some much needed rest, especially after this scenario. And that could be a mental rest, but it can also be a physical one as well. I like it. There is, however, on the negative side, or the more challenging side of the Ace of Wands, hesitation. And that can come in also with this Knight of Pentacles. But you have the High Priestess, right, as your theme. And so the High Priestess is going to say that you have an inner knowing and a good intuition about the situation. But it's also reflection. And so that feeds into also that Four of Swords, where we're reflecting on the situation that has just passed and making plans for future endeavors. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I think it's complete. Thank you for listening. I'll be back in 2 weeks for the new moon reading, and I do dailies. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye.